Good luck, huh? Okay, so we were talking about like when is the right time to fit one? How old do they need to be? I do want to tell you guys, like the ligament system, the tendon system, it develops at a certain time in a horse's body, and it doesn't finish until I think they're about 4 years old. So this horse is 5, so you've got some pretty good joint mobilities, tendons, some things like that are going to be really good. But what I want to say is, look how wide and thick his shoulder is, and then you get here, right? He's a Pepto Boonsmall. You said Docalina, and they're almost always really wide through here. And then this horse is really, really short as a colt. So let's say we get a guy that's 6'2" and 280. That's going to be pretty tough on this horse. Even if they ride really right, you got to think about where the saddle's going to be. So if it were me on this one and I was going to want to break him and ride him, I'd find me a pretty small little jockey that was pretty handy. But then I'm going to say, how long is it going to take him to grow up, and how much am I going to invest in him before he's a really great horse? Sometimes this is hard, right? But if I was a big guy, like I am a big girl, and I didn't know that he could do the job for me, I might go find a little bigger horse to do the job I need him to do. So keep that in mind. This is hard. This is hard to fit at 5. This is hard to fit at 7, because he's really not going to change that much. He's not going to really get longer. He's just going to get wider and maybe a little stronger. But so keep that in mind when you're fitting them. At 2, 3, 4, they're going to change some, but just how their tendons, their ligaments, all the tissue changes so much. You don't want a whole bunch of pressure on one with a big, strong guy pulling them apart, right? So important. Ooh.